Hello again. This is Dr. Arnie Shapiro with session 37 of my series Breathing Easy: Brief Relaxation Techniques for Busy People. We are focusing on relaxors to induce the relaxation response and counter the stress response. Relaxors are soothers. In the prior session, I focused on relaxor breathing, and in specific, the ancient yoga technique called Ujjayi, Ujjayi. And there's two parts of Ujjayi. We went over the three-part breath, which I will review again. And the second part will be following, and that is called the whisper breath. So the three-part breath utilizes the abdomen, the lower ribs, and the upper ribs in order on the in-breath, starting with the abdomen, expansion of the abdomen, expansion of the lower ribs, expansion of the upper ribs is the in-breath. So that's that. Now the out-breath is contraction of the upper ribs, contraction of the lower ribs, contraction of the abdomen. So let's review that right now. So we start the in-breath with the abdomen expanding, and then the lower ribs expanding, and the upper ribs expanding. Then we start the out-breath with the upper ribs contracting, lower ribs contracting, abdomen contracting. It's approximately 4 seconds for the in-breath and the out-breath. Let's do one more. Abdomen out, in-breath, abdomen out, lower ribs out, upper ribs out, out-breath, upper ribs in, lower ribs in, abdomen in. And that you continue that way for, let's say, a minute would be a time frame to use for the three-part breath. The second part of Ujjayi is the whisper breath. The whisper breath is made by your epiglottis forming a whisper as you breathe. To learn it, this is the way I would describe it. I can start whispering on the out-breath, normally, the normal whisper, but I could also whisper on the in-breath. So I will start whispering to you now with the out-breath. I'm whispering on an out-breath. Now I'm whispering on an in-breath. And now I'm whispering on an out-breath. Now I'm whispering on an in-breath. And now I'm going to close my lips. So it takes practice, but it is no more difficult than that. It is that simple. You are whispering both on the out breath and the in breath, and then you're not using your lips at all and just breathing with the same sounds that you would have made whispering. At this moment, I would like to just review the anatomy of the breathing to describe what the diaphragm is doing in breathing. The diaphragm breathes us when we're asleep. The chest gets a rest. The only thing moving during sleep is the abdomen. Why is the abdomen moving? Because the diaphragm is pushing down on it from above. The diaphragm is a dome-shaped muscle, very large. It separates the chest from the abdomen. It's a dome shape. When it contracts, it flattens and lowers, pressing on the abdomen. When it relaxes, it resumes its dome shape. And at that point, well, when it flattens and lowers, there's more room in the chest. So air comes in like the opening of an accordion. When it resumes its dome shape, there's less room in the chest. So air goes out like the closing of an accordion. So the relationship is The diaphragm down, abdomen out, because when we push on the top of the abdomen, it's like pushing on the top of a beach ball and the sides go out. So abdomen down, I'm sorry, diaphragm down, abdomen out, diaphragm up, abdomen in, diaphragm down, abdomen out, diaphragm up, abdomen in. That's the relationship between the diaphragm and the abdomen. So when we start the breath with the abdomen going out, it's like the diaphragm going down. And so that's the basic anatomy. So what you want to try to do is smooth it out, get it to be a smooth three-part. The abdomen going out, the lower ribs, upper ribs, smooth. A wave upward, and then a wave downward with the wave starting at the upper ribs, lower ribs, abdomen coming in, and then the wave moving out at the abdomen, lower ribs, upper ribs. So it's a wave. And then you add the whisper part. So the whole thing is done as one complete wholeness of starting with the abdomen, that you hear the whisper sound coming in. And then starting with the chest, the whisper sound going out. Do it one more time. Abdomen, chest. A smooth wave going up and down. So it has sometimes been called the ocean breath. It has sometimes been called that. And it does sound like the waves hitting the beach and then receding, the waves coming in and breaking on the beach, and the waves receding. It does have that sound. So you're imitating the ocean, and that's why it might be called the ocean breath. So what I'll leave you with now is my what I call breathing shorthands, which is some abbreviations of good things to think about with the breathing. The first shorthand is BEST, breathe, enjoy, smile, thank. The second shorthand is BMBB, breathe my best breaths. Breathe with the qualities of deep, slow, smooth, and rhythmic. And the final shorthand is BTAS, breathe through a smile. Breathe in, smile inward. Breathe out, smile outward. And one more thing to add is, this is a moment to savor and thank. This is a moment to breathe and enjoy. Happy New Year. Namaste.